Pentagon made a point saying bin Laden's body was handled with dignity, receiving a burial at sea within 24 hours in accordance with Muslim law. My question, why? Why treat this terrorist who killed thousands with anything like respect? Earlier today, I asked Ahmed Rehab from the Council on American-Islamic Relations that very question.
Well, Eric, that is the strangest angle to take on such a relevant story to the American people, how the guy gets disposed of. He's been killed, and that's what really matters here, and that's what we should be talking about.
Well, I'm concerned a little bit because, you know, it was within 24 hours, and the Pentagon said that's what we needed to do. It'd be respectful to the Muslims around the world to bury him within 24 hours of his death, which I understand, I gain, is what is supposed to happen. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, that is what's supposed to happen, but again, who cares? I don't care.
Well, I do. Here's why I care. Because
what do you care about?
Because had it not been in accordance with Muslim law, and had it not had Obama not been so concerned with being in accordance with Muslim law, maybe there would be an opportunity to do more. Maybe there would be an opportunity to show the American people who this guy is. There was, after all, with Saddam Hussein, there was an opportunity. There was videotape. There was a doctor who examined Saddam Hussein. I'd like to maybe have seen some of that, some videotape.
Eric, here's what you should care about. For the past decade, we've had the wrong strategy. In response to 9/11, we've politicized 9/11. We've made it cause for wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, with surges in military personnel, with trillions of dollars spent. And then at the end of the day, it takes what we've been saying all along, good, hard intelligence and a committed group of surgical strikes to take out the world's most wanted terrorist, and that's the right strategy. The question is, why did it take so long, and why did we just figure it out now as opposed to 10 years ago or 5 years ago?
All right, I'll take it one step further. I'll move on from that because you don't want to answer my questions. That's quite all right. Is this the end, though? I mean, we had John Brennan earlier today say that's it. This will be the end of al-Qaeda any time shortly. Do you agree, as a representative of CAIR, that taking out bin Laden is basically the end of al-Qaeda?
I don't think it's the end of terrorism. Al-Qaeda itself is a name that we gave the organization, which is not even an organization. It's a loose network of different radical militant groups that are inspired perhaps by bin Laden, who's more of a figurehead than an actual operational hierarchical leader. He's been irrelevant for some years now, and any analyst would tell you that. But of course, he perhaps was inspirational as a symbol. So taking him out is symbolic. It doesn't change much on the ground in terms of these militant groups. However, they've been weakening in the past few years anyway. And what we're seeing now that is a lot more relevant are the millions of people in the Arab capitals around the Arab world today that are marching for freedom and democracy. That will dominate the next decade rather than the splinter radical groups that call themselves, or that we call al-Qaeda.
Mr. Rehab, the official stance on al-Qaeda within CAIR is that they are a terrorist Islamic organization. Is that right?
Of course they're terrorists. Anybody who targets innocent civilians and does so in the name of religion, when they're targeting Americans, that's bad for us as Americans, but when they're doing it as Muslims, it's bad for us as Muslims.
Very good. That's Ahmed Rehab. Thank you very much. Council on American-Islamic Relations. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.